Good morning. You are listening to UpReach, a morning devotional presented by the Church Street Church of Christ in Lewisburg, Tennessee, to encourage you as you face the opportunities and challenges of today. Let's begin this day together with some inspiring thoughts from God's holy word. In 2 Kings chapter 22, verses 17 through 20, King David sings these words of praise to God. He sent from above. He took me. He drew me out of many waters. He delivered me from my strong enemy, from those who hated me, for they were too strong for me. They confronted me in the day of my calamity, but the Lord was my support. He also brought me out into a broad place. He delivered me because he delighted in me. Questioning someone's motives for their activities can become an overriding response to those to whom we relate. Wrong motives can result in broken relationships, poor business decisions, and stepping outside of God's will. Oftentimes, we do not know the motives of other people. It is wrong for us to assume we know their motives until we have confidence that we know their intentions. When we respond or react prematurely, we play the role of judge and jury over them. God has a motive for every one of His children. His desire is to bring us into a broad or spacious place. He wants us to go beyond our borders of safety and security so that we might experience life at a level that goes beyond ourselves. What comes to mind when you think of a spacious place? No limitations? A large grassy field? Open air? These are all positive images. Sometimes these spacious places encourage us to step out in faith into areas where we never venture. Sometimes we need to be rescued by the Lord. When Peter walks on the water, God is inviting him to a spacious place. He goes beyond the borders of his boat and ventures into a whole new world. Even though he does not have complete success in his venturing out, it is a process that leads him to the next victory in his faith walk with Jesus. Sometimes failure is what is needed in order to move us to the next level of faith with God. However, we must be willing to fail and let God rescue us. The Lord delights in this process. His motive for His children is always love. It is always to bring us to a new level of trust and dependence on Him. What about you today? Are you willing to venture out in faith, knowing that God has only the best of motives for your spiritual development and success? This has been UpReach, a presentation of the Church Street Church of Christ in Lewisburg, Tennessee. I am Kyle Bolton, the pulpit minister at Church Street, and I would like to personally invite you to come and share times of Bible study and worship with us each week. We meet every Sunday at 9 o'clock a.m. for our morning worship, followed by our Sunday school for all ages at 10:15 a.m. Then we meet again at 6 o'clock p.m. for our evening worship. We also have a midweek meeting for devotion and Bible study on Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. I hope to see you there. Have a blessed day.
There have been healing in the name of the Lord. There have been healing in the name of the Lord. There have been healing in the name of the Lord. Mighty acts of healing in the name of the Lord. There have been healing in the name of the Lord. There have been healing in the name of the Lord. There have been healing in the name of the Lord. Mighty acts of healing in the name of the Lord. In the name of the Lord, healing in Damascus. In the name of the Lord, mighty acts of healing in the name of the Lord. My mother's daughter in Canaan. In the name of the Lord, the novice in the Centurion. In the name of the Lord, and a leper named Naaman. In the name of the Lord, mighty acts of healing in the name of the Lord.